Chase from the same place as Awesome Bill. Entering Wednesday's Toyota 500-kilometer race, as 2020 has been a tale of two seasons. On one hand, the NAPA team has had the know-how when it comes to the altered Chevrolet Camaro. I'll say I've been impressed with the speed and performance of this car so far. Chase has led a combined 186 laps led and 3 playoff points through the first 5 races. However, Alan Gustafson and crew have seen misfortune squander their chances of winning, losing track position and getting wrecked in the 500, cutting a tire at Las Vegas with the dominant car of the day, overgoing a vibration at Phoenix, all of which you felt like were races that Chase Elliott had a good chance to win and lock himself into the postseason. Meanwhile, the 2 races where he wasn't a factor were actually 2 solid 4th place finishes. But just maybe a change of fate could come during NASCAR's first Wednesday race in over 36 years. Rolling off from 17th, the blue and yellow number 9 once again had the speed. That was backed up with impressive finishes in Stage 1 and Stage 2. Where Alan Gustafson really made this car come to life was midway through the final stage. Chase capitalized on Eric Jones getting a Darlington stripe, something that would affect the handling of his number 20 car. Then when strategy reshuffled the order, Chase made a gutsy move to retain the lead over Brad Keselowski. But then, another caution came out and a bad pit stop costed the 9 precious clean air. All chaos was going to ensue on this restart. You just figured the driving son of a gun from Dawsonville, Georgia would get up on the wheel and have a restart akin to Darlington 2014. That restart Chase Elliott would have. With just over 20 to go, Chase had the speed and he was in position to close in. By Chase Elliott clearing Kyle Busch, he would have a shot at win number 1 of 2020.
That did not work out for... Oh, Kyle Busch turns Chase Elliott.
Hard into the wall. And almost back up into traffic.
Or yet again, another misfortune takes Chase Elliott out of contention and to finish well outside the top 10. You guys probably want me to go stereotypical boomer and hate on Kyle Busch, but honestly I just see this as another racing deal. Kyle Busch simply misjudged the gap between Chase and the rapidly closing Kevin Harvick. We've seen how the outside line has paid dividends at Darlington, and with a race on the line, Rowdy made a daring move. Unfortunately, Chase Elliott was just the huge benefactor in this whole deal. And then in the end, Kyle Busch owned up to it, stating, "I made a mistake and just misjudged the gap." So really there's no reason to hop back on the bandwagon. Plus, I feel like there's more positives than negatives with this. I mean, honestly, this is Richmond 2.0. People are going to be talking about this race for days, months, and even years down the road. And then, as much as Kyle Busch gets a lot of unnecessary hate, this is definitely going to ramp up the intensity, which I think is good. I mean, after all, Kyle Busch is supposed to be the black hat of the sport. So from that angle, it strengthens Kyle Busch and his character a little bit more. And as for Chase Elliott, unfortunately, another fast car and yet another junked opportunity. This drops his average finish to 22nd during races in which he's led at least 1 lap. You know, with this idea of social distancing going on, maybe it wouldn't hurt to stay 6 feet away from the lead, well, at least until the final lap of the race. But through the first 6 races of 2020, it's just unbelievable how much bad luck Chase Elliott has when he has a competitive car. Kinda reminds me a little bit of Jeff Gordon's 2010 season. With how cursed things have been so far, I mean honestly it can't get any lower than that. I definitely expect Chase Elliott to compete and possibly win one of the races in Charlotte and ultimately make this a healed wound down the road. So honestly, I don't really see the reason for Chase Elliott fans to get upset. Move on, and right now NASCAR and midweek racing is off to a hot start. So anyways, this is NRF signing out, and just remember, life's a beach and then you drive.